What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I don't know what type of fan everyone is when it comes to boxing. Me personally, I like it all. I like the big Mayweather, Miguel Cotto, Canelo, Pacquiao cards, but I also like Friday night fights. The good fight cards on Friday or Saturday, things like that. And I was able to watch Tavoris Cloud versus Artur Beterbiev, and let's just say Tavoris Cloud got his motherfucking ass whooped. He got destroyed, knocked down 3 times, and badly hurt in the first round towards the end. He was able to survive, kind of saved by the bell. He got knocked down the third time as the bell was ringing. So they did the count, beat the count, went to his corner, and he just looked terrible tonight. He didn't even look like he was in great shape to me. That's one thing. And one thing I've noticed is Bernard Hopkins has a habit of schooling these young boys and kind of unlocking their weaknesses and really taking something from him. He's like a body snatcher, a soul snatcher. He really takes something from him. I really feel that way. Tavoris Cloud, when he fought Bernard Hopkins, he was undefeated, even though I thought he should have lost to Campillo. But as his record sat, he was undefeated. B-Hop faced him, set the blueprint, and it's just been a rocky road ever since. Tavoris Cloud's looked horrible in his last couple of fights. I think Adonis Stevenson took a chapter out of B-Hop's playbook. Adonis Stevenson really impressed me with his fight with Tavoris Cloud. He looked slick. He looked pretty quick. Showed more boxing ability as opposed to just like this guy with power. So it was nice to see. Then he ducked the Kovalev fight and went to Showtime and all that. So it's just been a downhill snowball effect for Tavoris Cloud. Like I said, he didn't come in looking like the shape that I've seen him in the past. I think B-Hop just has that element about him. He just takes something away from these young fighters. Kelly Pavlik, another guy, undefeated, and B-Hop fought him, and it was just kind of downhill from there for Kelly Pavlik, getting in trouble with the law. Sergio Martinez was able to beat him, and I think he used a lot of variety that B-Hop used when B-Hop beat Kelly Pavlik, etc. So back to tonight's fight, Tavoris Cloud. It was a short night, so it's not much to talk about. The thing I do want to talk about is Artur Beterbiev. I mean, this motherfucker has potential, and I really am liking what I'm seeing from him. A lot of guys don't really know who he is, and on my channel, I try to give you guys the guys to watch for. This is that dude. This is one of the people to watch for. Not only did he beat Sergey Kovalev in the amateurs, I believe he beat him twice, but the guy has, I think, 6 or 7 fights, all knockouts, and one thing you have to admit, one thing I really love about boxing is you get guys from different regions like Argentina, and they're like, damn, these dudes are tough, they can crack. You get these Russians that are tough as fuck, tough as nails, and they could crack. You got guys coming from Mexico and just different places around the world, and a lot of them are truly searching for a better life, so they come to America, come for exposure, and they're hungry. And that's one thing I love about boxing. And you get guys, like I said, in Russia and different places, communism is a reality, or Cuba or whatever, and it hardens them. It makes them tough. It makes them work for it. And I love that about boxing, because that's the right formula to be a boxer. You got to be tough in this industry, in this business. You got to be tough, have that grit and grind, that willpower, that determination, deal with adversity, roadblocks. And coming from those areas like a Russia, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that goes on in Russia. It's not the same as in America. And again, coming from those areas help and produce some good fighters. Now, the thing with Artur Beterbiev is I think he's more skilled than, I don't consider him like some of the other guys, like a Ruslan Provodnikov. Ruslan has power, but he lacks technique. You know what I mean? Even with Freddie Roach, he lacks technique. Now, he can still give you a hellish night based on that power, but as you've seen in the Chris Algieri fight, he struggled with a good boxer, someone who can move and jab and, you know what I mean, cause you to reset. Now, with Artur Beterbiev, I think he's an underrated boxer. You know what I'm saying? So I really would like to see the Kovalev Hopkins winner fight this dude. You know what I mean? And nowadays we're getting fights like Lomachenko and guys like Rigondeaux, they have the amateur pedigree and a lot of experience in the amateurs, so their pro career gets moved faster, at a faster speed. So don't be surprised if you see this dude in with a solid name, you know what I mean, or even facing like a Hopkins Kovalev winner or loser, something like that. In the future, like I said, he's already fought Kovalev. I think he beat him twice. I know he beat him at least once in the amateurs. I'm really looking forward to him. Like I said on my channel, I tried to let you know who's up next. I think this dude might be it. The way he destroyed Tavoris Cloud, he did it faster and in a worse fashion than B-Hop and Adonis Stevenson. And we know Adonis has power as well. So this dude, I think he's the real deal. I got to see more. Obviously, he has to prove stuff on a grander scale. Tavoris Cloud wasn't a world beater, very one-dimensional. He has a suspect defense and that kind of stuff. But Tavoris Cloud has pop. You know what I mean? He can hit. He probably lost some confidence, like I said, from Adonis Stevenson losses and B-Hop and whatnot. But, I mean, it's boxing. He could have pulled upset. He has power, and he didn't. And he got destroyed. And if you haven't seen it, go to my Instagram at Boxing Ego. I posted 2 clips. I mean, like I said, it was really short, so I was able to fit them in within the 15-second intervals that Instagram allows. And just go check him out. But Artur Beterbiev, he claims Canada now, from Russia. I think he's the goods, man. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him in with some, you know what I mean, some other top guys. Even Adonis Stevenson, any dude like that, you know what I'm saying? This will be a good fight because one thing I like about him, again, using Ruslan as a barometer, is he was doing some feints. He was doing jabs. I've seen him fight a couple of times. I've seen him use some body work, and he's a great finisher. But the thing is, he's not like a Ruslan in terms of he's just gonna come out balls to the wall because he knows he has power and not have any kind of finesse to it. He fights an intelligent fights. From what I've seen, he fights good up until the point where he knows he has you hurt. And when he has you hurt and you're on the ropes, then you know what I mean, you might be done for because he really lets his hands go. So I'm looking forward to him. Like I said, mark this video, bookmark it, favorite it, whatever you got to do. But watch out for this guy because I think he's skilled, and I'm looking for bigger and better things to come from him in the future. Let me know what you guys think. If you've seen Artur Beterbiev destroy Tavoris Cloud, just beat that ass. Tavoris Cloud, to me, should hang him up. He's 31, 32, which is older for a boxer, especially a boxer that has looked suspect in his last 3 or 4 fights or whatnot. He's done for. Like, I don't really see him mounting a comeback. You know what I mean? He's very one-dimensional. One of Don King's last fighters and stuff. There's not much going for him that I feel would make him a problem for the top-level guys. I mean, he can keep fighting if he wants, but I just don't think it's wise. I don't really think he has much to prove. He might just be someone who once had a name and is more or less a gatekeeper, kind of like Jermaine Taylor, you know what I mean? Things like that. And it's sad because that's how boxing is, you know what I mean? 1 minute, 1 year you could be hot, and then after a couple of losses, you look like horrible. Kermit Cintron, when he was fighting Sergio Martinez, he was official, you know what I mean? He was a good fighter, a solid fighter. People knew him. Then when he fought Canelo, he just didn't look like the same Cintron. So it's boxing. It's a brutal sport, and this is one of the things that could happen. Make sure you check out for Artur Beterbiev. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.